Welcome back, cousins. I told you I was coming back. I always come back. And for all my subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And the ones that's lurking, come on, let's subscribe, hit that button. And I want everybody to hit that thumbs up button. If you comment, everybody, thumbs up button really helps me to grow. Okay, and today we're going to talk about the earth just being tired, and it's like in labor, it's in pain, and it's ready to deliver. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today, and not to be depressing, just always have a little bit of knowledge about the world and what we live in. But you know what I'm going to do first. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. You can watch my husband a little bit. He over there making the fruit salad for today. And it is a nice sunny day here in Florida. And we are doing great. I don't know about other parts of the world, but we could send a little prayer to them, to the Ukrainian people. And so I'm going to go ahead and make my coffee. Then I'm going to get myself comfortable, and we're going to have a talk about this labor that we are in. Okay, you know what I'm going to say. I feel good today. Let's go. Okay, I got my coffee. Oh, I need it this morning. Get you a cup. It's about 11:35 here in the a.m. And like I said again, it's a nice sunny day. But I'm just going to get right on into what I wanted to talk about. And that is about our earth. Our nations are in deep throes of labor. And it is about to give birth. And the reason I give that analogy, because I work with laboring women, I taught childbirth education, so I know quite a bit about labor. So I'm going to compare it with it as I go on. But I say, you know how a laboring woman, when she starts, she's in early labor. She can walk, she can talk through a contraction. Anybody been in labor or seen somebody? They're laughing and they're giggling, especially if it's their first baby. They don't even know what's to come. Okay? But we've passed that with what we're living in now. We are in deep active labor. Deep active labor. We got a pandemic that we can't see. It can make us sick. It can kill us. Some people say it's man-made. Some people say it's natural. But does it make any difference? Because it can do the same thing. It can make you real sick, or it can kill you, one way or the other. Then we got the rising prices on food. I know I talked about that before, but it's soaring. It's not rising. Like I said, we're in deep labor now. And then we got rent that's just blowing out of the water, just rising. And the income's not really rising. And I talked to someone yesterday, and she has 4 kids, and she works and her husband works, but the rent went up $300. $300. Where are they going to get this extra money at? And then they talk about the stocks. Okay, I know that affects us when it goes up and it goes down. It goes up. When you poor, do you think we worried about some stock market? We worried about the food that we're going to put on our table for our children. And remember, laboring women always have support around them. Always. Someone is there to always help us. So I'm crying out to the younger generation. Y'all are going to have to change this. You're going to have to change it. I'm going to be 67 years old, and I know everybody said we've been through this before. No, we haven't been through this before, where people stand out of homes to wait to buy a new house. waiting for a lot to come available. How do they afford it? Then if you want a new apartment, there are lines of people waiting for it, and the people that get in are the ones that can afford to pay up for a whole year. They let them right in. Where they're doing that at? America. Young people, y'all got to change this world because us old people have failed you. And then also we worry about transportation, putting gas in the car. The prices are soaring. Daycare, let's not even talk about that. We are really in deep labor and pain. And what really pushed it over was Russia attacking the Ukraine. Now that really just put us into the deep throes of labor. I was walking through the grocery store on Saturday. This is Tuesday right now. And I was just looking at everybody like going on with their normal life. I know we have to go on with our normal lives no matter what. But I'm just thinking, are they thinking what I'm thinking? Here we're in the grocery store. We can get the food what we want. And people have to leave their homes. Just grab up whatever you can grab. But life has to go on. Then we think about the support that surrounds us. Okay, with everything going up, that means some of us are going to have to get a second and third job. So that means you're going to be pushed from some of your support. Even your kids aren't going to have you around as much. And what's going to happen to them? Because you know the family, that's the strongest bond. Once that starts breaking, because that's all we have. And then you have those teenagers that you can't keep an eye on. I love to talk about teenagers because millennials, y'all are getting there and they will run you crazy. But you'll get through that too. But it is, and like I said, I'm not trying to make this depressing. I just know that we are going to have to change. Like I say, in early labor, you can laugh, you can talk, you can giggle, little contractions come. Deep labor, you cannot walk, you cannot talk, you cannot breathe because the pains are just coming at least 5 minutes apart, back to back, back to back. And then you need your support to come in at that time. And that's why I say the time we're living in, keep that family bond strong no matter what. And then remember, the world is moving so fast. So fast. You can't even get off of it. It's just moving like this. It's like a loop. Like you put on the TV and you put a video in the playlist and you loop it to go round and round. But somewhere you're going to have to hit pause. You're going to have to slow it up and you're really going to have to think. And I know it's hard when everything is going up and everything is rising and there's so much turmoil. And we talk about the pandemic of the COVID virus, but we also have a pandemic of people just not being nice to each other. And it's not always about color. It's always somebody is in a rush. And then you got to remember, people, when they're short on money, their rent is going up, they're looking one way. Tunnel vision. They're not looking on the side. So when somebody goes by you and really cuss you out, just step back and let them go. Because you don't know what that person's going through. The pain they're going through in this world. And we can still keep that family bond strong. The husbands can help the wives can help the husbands. If the husband has to have two jobs, you can help do the yard on the outside. The husband can help with the loads of laundry. You know, work together. Keep that bond strong because that's all that we have right now. And with spending more money now, learn to budget your money. If you haven't been budgeting, but I know it's so hard for you to budget, but you can save where you stop going out and eating all the time. Stop spending on a lot of entertainment, a lot of clothes. There are ways to cut back. Anything you could think of to save your nerves, to take some of that stress out, because that stress will kill you or it will cause an illness. So what I'm going to say in my ending is, yes, we are in the deep throes of labor. But we got in transition. And transition is when you're in deep labor, you do have a little breathing room. But when you get a transition, when the last of that dilation, that opening is coming, those pains are coming back to back. Back to back to back to back. And you don't have a breathing time. So when the Ukraine got into this, then that's when it really speed everything up. Everything. We don't know whether to look to the left. We don't know whether to look to the right. And we don't know what's coming and what's our future. So I always say we're at the point now where that baby head, I always say, is crowning, hasn't come out. You don't know if it's going to be a boy or girl. And with the earth, let's all pray that it's going to come a new system in this earth. And I know we can all feel it. We can all feel it, whether you're religious or not. You can feel it. The earth is unbalanced. And young people, I'm going to call you again. We can do this. You can change this world. Josie, you can change it. Tom, you can change it. You millennials, my children, my sons, Brandon, you can change it. Trey, my grandchildren. But hear my plea. And again, I am Betty J. Gathers, daughter of Jean Grey. All you ones that have been coming back, thank you so very much. And the ones that keep coming back, I thank you too. And hit that button and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am Betty J. Gathers. And thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Don't forget that, because it helps me grow. Now you know what I'm going to say. Let's go.